And friend for his speech. Madam Speaker, obviously the biggest issues facing our country next to climate change is the response to COVID-19. And I'm glad to hear my honorable colleague talk about the transparency and accountability are critical for combating misinformation and maintaining public's trust in the government's response to COVID-19. With 6 red zones right now in Ontario and Quebec, with small businesses waiting for help, does my colleague agree with me that it would be completely irresponsible for the Liberals to plunge us into an election only a year after an election took place in the midst of the crisis and the need of help that people are needing right now?
For Caribou Prince George, very briefly.
Well, thank you, Madam Speaker. And I just came from our PROC committee where I serve as Vice Chair, where we had the Chief Electoral Officer about his concerns about holding an election during a pandemic. I asked him a number of questions. The first 2, did he consult or did the Prime Minister consult with him over his threat of an election yesterday? The Chief Electoral Officer, no, he did not. I asked, is there modeling done? Does the Prime Minister have any modeling as to how many deaths, how many cases is the threshold for him to recklessly throw us into an election during a pandemic? Chief Electoral Officer's reply, no comment.
Resuming debate.